Action Pets Gaming.
Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night, get ready to build, get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, no stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
All right. YouTube was being funky. So I was giving it a second or two to do its thing. Thank you, YouTube. Alrighty, well, good Tuesday morning to you. And it's Tuesday, June 2nd of 2026. And I've got about, 2 minutes after the 10 a.m. hour on this June 2nd. But I know some of you are still out there in the past a little bit, and some of you are even somehow in the future. But whatever present you happen to be in as you're catching this, I do hope it's going good for you. All right, we're going to get on over to some WindRose. And my audio has been, it has been what it has been. Almost got it. I did figure something out the other day, which was kind of cool. Yeah, it keeps telling me that the stream's not dropping any frame. Now it's saying it's excellent. Yeah, so might be something going on with my internet. All right. We got the MSG. What's going on, Mad Scottish Geck? The Mad Myth, the legendary Scottish. Wait, the mythical Scottish, and the legend. Yeah, oh, shoot. I fumbled that one. I was trying to do it a little bit different this time. Sorry. I'll get it next time. Good morning, Titan. Welcome. Yeah, I didn't get anything done I wanted to last night. I ended up just kind of feeling, I was like, I don't feel like doing anything right now. And then I'm like, today is my last day before I got to go back to work. And, then I'm back to the grind and the other routine, Anyway, let's get on with this. Let's get off my big ugly mug. Get on over to the game. About as far as I got yesterday was getting some of this over here. And that was about it. But see, then what happens is I did not legend. All I did last night was I cleaned out all the... Yeah, I had a ton of rock. Excuse me. I cleaned out all the, the little stones, that floor that Hellboy and I made. Our collaboration, if you will. So yeah, I didn't really, the motivation for, like, the creative flow, I gotta find it again, Life is getting in the way sometimes, I swear. But I know we still need a bunch of places here, so let's figure that out. We're gonna have to move our storage. We got a lot of moving to do. All right, we can make the workshop. We have the weaponsmith. See, in the spinning wheel, in my opinion, that needs to go in, and same with this. We almost need a bigger spot for that. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to blow out this wall and this wall. All right, interesting. I don't know why you're being the way you are. I mean, it's not that I can't fix it or anything. Okay. Odd. Better. Although now I'm like, I'm starting to think of, what can I do with bringing water in? No, I spent a good portion of yesterday working out problems with my computer. Or trying to, at least. Now, for some reason, there's a spot over here that doesn't seem to want to flatten. And I'm not sure why. And it could be the proximity to... And I think it is, unfortunately. Alright, so we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to clear out a little bit more space than I was hoping. I'm debating on keeping this and just turning this into my storage. Because that would be relatively centrally located. But not where I need it. Shit, yeah. Although it really wouldn't matter. It's not like I gotta go very far. If I bring that back, it really, until I guess it's built, it's a question of moving it around. Alright, so if we come in here, if I blow this wall out, what up, Crow? Yeah, ooh. That's not bad. What are you attaching? Oh, probably one of my wacky... Yeah, the beam or something here. Yeah, because there's a rise up right there. The downside with manually placing things and then wanting to build again when you're like, oh, I have another idea. That would look good. was thinking about pushing these windows out, but maybe what I'll do is I'll keep these flat. We'll extend this out, and then we can bring them out. We don't gotta go too far, I don't think. A little further, I think, would be nice. You already know what I'm thinking. Exactly. And I figured, you know, I could probably make it a dual. I could even blow out this and have it so you can see through it. So this would be, this what I would do is I'd remove this cabinet. I don't think I have anything in there anyway, do I? No. Can I get a door in there? On the other side in the exact same position, or I can blow out that wall. I don't want to rebuild this. I can keep that workstation though if I built it properly. We remove that window. No, and we just keep that wall. Boom. And this is why we don't do anything and start tearing things apart. That door doesn't look good there. So the door would have to go, and this would become a wall. That would become a wall to a different room. You'd want a lot of natural light in if you're working on, clothing. Fine. fine armament. Alright, so we turn this into a wall. Because the door looked goofy there. Although, this is freaking pirate days. It still look goofy there. It's the simplest door we have. Which would work with... I'd have to rebuild that table. I really do not want to. I just blow out the wall completely. Extend that out. Trim out this portion of the table. Or damn it. Yeah, we blow out that portion of the wall. No, no, and no. 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 That wouldn't make any sense, right? We already built this, but I mean, I could do this again. It's just, you know, it's finicky to get it going. And I like the way this came out. It is largely convincible, you know, and believable, rather, excuse me. Double tap, tap. What's up? We're having a dilemma of design right now. I gotta fix that too. I liked the little changing room. It had purpose. All right. What if we leave this wall? We extend out from here. I totally understand, MSG. Let me know when you want me to come by and take a look. I can do it, you know, on stream and whatnot. Shibaza. Hold on. What am I doing? What am I looking for? A new brain. They don't make those. Not yet, anyway. All right, so you... be here. And this turns into a door. No, I don't even need to get rid of that, right? Yeah, I do. We never decorate. We never finished out the... Oh, yeah, we did. We did finish the trim on this one. What up, Jasper? No. I have a spot for you here. It'll be here. Right on. Send me the, I would need your, you know what I mean. DM me on, Discord and, we'll figure that out. We really only want to be here. I guess we could do that. That creates a little bit of an issue, but not really. Really? Okay. Could throw, well, that's, we unfortunately have an even number. That's why I can't get a good, that's kind of where I don't want to take up too much room. Or do I? No, I don't. I'm just wondering if I should even bother with this at this point, you know what I mean? And then we are going to have issues like this because of the stone. Alright, so we move that. There. And that to there, which then kind of flurbs up this. We are going to need to go a little wider. But then I could do this maybe. I'd have to come out. Like, to make that a double fireplace worthwhile, I would have to bring this way out. Like, I'd have to take up, you know, a good portion of this grid right here. That'd be a large structure. Yeah, no, I could keep these in. Yeah, okay. Really want to work on the alchemists. Yeah, I don't know if I should do this, to be honest. The more I'm like debating it, the more I'm like, it's just not really going to work. I've already sort of built this to be what it is at this point, you know, because I decorated. If I hadn't decorated and decided, all right, we'll just, you know, we'll drop Jasper in here. If I hadn't made this, I would consider it. But I think at this point, it is its own thing right now. Do you know what I mean? It is its environment. We can do a specific fireplace that is double-sided or more, which I will probably end up doing. I would imagine at some point, even if I don't just build it for the sake of building it. Where's that thing? Where are you located? Oh, there you are. Yeah, I don't really want to rework this table. I think that's really what it comes down to, if I'm going to be 100% with that. I just don't want to do that. It's working for what it is. I mean, it's not difficult. It really isn't. It's a little bit of a pain, you know, to get a few things done, but I think it works. All right, we have some foundations that we could probably do something with. This is one of them. This is another one. Okay. I will allow you to do that, but not there. Why are you doing that? I like that. Oh, there we go. We can pretty much do that wherever we want. Much better. I'm like, where else can I do this? Yeah. Because you want to show up, you know, kind of near where you want to be. All right, I'm going to do it right here. We'll do it right next to the... Ooh, even better. Nice. I wish we had a big bell to make like a, you know, a warning bell, a church bell, cathedral bell. Top of my head getting cut off again. It is indeed. All right, I gotta bring up a way to make this happen. On my Stream Deck. Oh, speaking of stuff of the computer nature, and what a pain in the butt it can be, and rewarding at the same time. I managed to solve an audio problem I was having, but in that trying to figure out the audio problem, I inadvertently fixed another problem, which, well, I didn't inadvertently. I was like, oh, I've been having a problem with that, and I looked into some stuff and did some research, and knock on wood. Actually, there's some real wood around here. Yes, my guitar. When I would start up my computer, took a bit of time, or when I would restart, you know, or some after I would wake it up from sleep, my fans, you know, the screens on my fans oftentimes, you know, wouldn't work, or I'd have to restart, and you know, it's just very finicky. And and I tried a bunch of things, and I just kind of chalked it up to, you know, Windows sleep. She always seemed to have a, you know, their issue. So I'm poking around trying to figure out why the audio visualizer isn't working all the time. It would work, and then it wouldn't work, and I'm like, what the heck's going on with this? And you know, I'm checking all the audio, and I'm like, why is this not, you know, it should be working, it's not working, yada, yada, yada. So in the research, I stumble across the fast startup. And I'm like, All right, yeah. Give me a minute, and I will. Let me noodle out on this thing for a minute, and then I will. I will swing by. I just all of a sudden I'm like, I was thinking about doing this, and then I saw Titan doing it, and I'm like, yeah, I was thinking about doing that at some point. And you know, a lot of it's always practice. You know, the signs are a good beginning practice of, you know, getting things to do what you would like them to do. In a build mechanic, when you have an idea how to get there. And now I don't know, my brain these days is just not happy with me. I've been relatively fortunate with that. I have, I have them on, I think like a standard speed, and my temperatures seem to be always relatively consistent. I'm doing a positive pressure. I have 6 intakes, 3 on the bottom, 3 on the side. Then I've got nothing exhausting it. It's basically just forcing its way out. And then I have some, and then the 3 fans that are, you know, pulling through to the top for exhaust, which doesn't make sense, but it's how they do it, so I did it. Like, why would you want to blow hot air through you want to, you know, pull cold air in, you know, like a radiator. That's the whole point. You know, as you drive, think about your car. You know, the whole point of the radiator being in the front is to draw in, you know, that cooling air as you're driving fast, and it's, you know, wind. You know how it gets. And that colder air runs through the radiator, helping to cool the coolant and water that's in, you know, might be in your radiator. And yada, yada, yada. We all know the concept. And if you don't, well, there you go. Suppose I could have kicked that one out a little bit, huh? Um, But I can't tell there. Alright, there we go. Hey, Evolved Finch, welcome. Well, how much is that sticking out now? That looks dumb. Can we have a build camera, please? That would be lovely. Alright, but if I move that out... Yeah, you know what? Flub it. I don't care. That's fine. I have to get super freaking finicky about it? No. There's another way we could cover it right there. That was snapping onto something there, huh? Down below in the depths. Bell's not centered. And then we can see that. So no matter what I do, That's going to do that. So, I have to be happy with that. Whether I like it or not. It's better. Yeah, if you want to call that better. I know most people have already given up by now and said, forget it, that's just good enough. It's been like 7 or 8 times now I should have placed this. It's still not where I want it, but that'll work. I don't know why they put it on such a large platform. I mean, I get it, kind of. But, yeah. Reason for the big knot. I don't know. Now what I would want to do is probably I would want to go centralized with one of those beams, because now I have the two of them there. So now I could actually work off of that a little better in a way. Maybe. I'm not sure how this freaking... What are you catching on? Not the cursor. It's a part? Hmm. Yeah, see, because it's a different size at the end. So no matter what you do, flipping it around might be... I mean, no matter what you do, you're going to lose where it's actually attached. Otherwise, you're going to end up with that, you know, that type of wood there. I mean, you know, we're not going for ultimate perfection at the moment. Still has to look usable. You don't want to cover the hangy bit. Okay, let's head on over to see what MSG has built. And I will go, I'll use that. I'm going to have to take that idea. I'm going to use this idea. Stop. Because there's all these little things. It's just like No Man's Sky. I'll get distracted by one thing over here, and I'll start noodling, and then I'll get bored of it, and then I'll move over to something else I was working on because I was getting frustrated over there. And then I'll have learned a new thing, or somebody will show me something, or I'll figure something out, or whatever the case may be, and then I'll, oh, wait a minute, now I could go do this, and yada, yada. Yada, yada. Okay. Thank you. You know, I could better that, you know, get the chain in there a little bit more, but I'll neaten it up later. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, we're gonna go see MSG. All right, so in order for me to do that, though, I need to put my ugly mug on the screen. So where is? Did I set that up down here? I believe I did. I did. Oh, it's always freaking crazy. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put my ugly mug on the screen so I don't. What's going on with my camera stuff? Ah. Well, that's not good either. All right, sorry about that. Oh, that might be an MSG issue. All right, gotta hard to concentrate on that in this. Fans just based on the GPU temp instead. I kind of want to. The best thing to do is just start off in default. Whatever the default mode is, just get a baseline first. And then you can, you know, you can adjust your curves from there. But start everything off into the default mode, whatever it's running at, you know, as a, you know, default curve. And then, you know, run it at a low speed, the medium and high if you have that kind of adjustment. And then, you know, kind of keep an eye on your temps and see what goes on with that. And then you can kind of make your, you know, as you're doing a, you know, game and stuff, you can see what kind of temps you're getting. And it's a good baseline. Correct. What MSG is saying right there. Exactly. And if you got a pump, generally you want to get into your BIOS and set it to PWM mode usually, but look at the instructions, see what the manufacturer says. All right, I'm going to quit out of here. Now, everything's going to get all funky because this game is weird when it loads in. This camera's tilt is weird. That's one thing I don't like about this camera. No. For once, I like to just have things work. Right. That won't stay like that. You know things will happen. All right, on to my big fat ugly mug. That way I can type in all the goodies here. Do you have a password on that MSG? I guess not. All right. Because we're going to be doing a base tour of a MSG build, I'm going to take a quick little breather. I'm going to warm up my coffee, what little of it is left. I had laundry today, so I couldn't carry the 2 cups I normally grab. So I'm going to grab some. I'm going to warm up my current coffee. And MSG, if you want to talk, that would be great. If you want to jump into the waiting room. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm hoping that they do an update for this game soon, because the amount of, like, when it loads in, my computer does not like it. It likes it better now. And I still haven't finished the story of the other problem I fixed. So somebody remind me when I get back. But we're going to take our break now. I know we're about 10 minutes early on that. But I don't want to be enjoying the tour and all of a sudden have to take a bio break or take a sip of my coffee and realize it's disgusting. So we're going to do it now and get it out of the way while I'm loading in here, because it's still taking a bit of time. And it just flashed, which I've never seen it do that, but hey, I'm waiting for this to go before I switch back over. It's loading. Oh, it kicked me out. Oh. All right. All right. I will grab you shortly. Because like I said, I'm going to take that little breather right now. Get the break out of the way early today. I love this. I don't think people understand. Now, can I? I can't. All right, I got to figure out how that works. I need to be able to drag and drop with my touchpad on this. All right. I don't even know if that's possible. Yeah, it's taking a bit of time for this to load in, MSG, so I'm not sure what's going on here. I am in process. It could be something with the servers right now. Like it's loading, then it loading stopped. All right, we're in. Alright, that was a little rough. And I'm going to stand right here for an... Actually, I'm going to call my ship in. Or I'm going to scoot off that platform. Figured I'd just get prepped here. And now actually my AC kicked on and I'm getting a little chill. I actually need to take a bio break. The coffee and the air conditioning combination is Alright, then we just got to find where MSG is, and we'll do that when we return. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, MSG, what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to just take this break, be a couple minutes, and then when I come back, I'll drag you in to chat, and then we'll go take a look at what MSG has got built. Alright, y'all, I'll be right back. As I keep saying.
Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, It's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke.
Alrighty, we're back. And we're gonna bring the game audio in. Since we are visiting a pirate base, we will have some pirate themes. We're gonna grab MSG here. Hold on a second. Hello, hello. There you are. Pirate base, we'll have some pirate themes. Oh, whatever audio you got going on, I am hearing it. Hello.
Hi, Kev. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good.
And now I don't hear me as much, so that's good.
Yeah, I think you spawned on a different island. There's a fast travel bell to the island I'm on. So if you go to your map, I can direct you to it.
All right. I can take a look and see if I can see you on the map as well. Oh. But your map is fully open. Yeah, I got you right here. I found you.
Ships under your hand, Captain.
Oops, if I'm actually... Oh, maybe I didn't find you. Yeah, no, it has to be you. Yeah, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a lot of ships there.
Okay, I see you. You just spawned into my game.
I did. Hey, there you are.
Stand in front of you, yeah. Your best bet is we'll go to your left and we'll start there. Just follow me. Okay, in front of you is a tower that I'm not happy with.
Looks
There's
good.
nothing in it, just a staircase to the top. And the building in front of it is the lighthouseman's house. You can go inside if you want. All the buildings have full interiors.
Very cool. Ah, I dig that. Yep. Might have to use that. Can't get out to make food though, huh? Very cool. Well, hold on, I'm gonna look at that there.
Right. The low building in front of us, that's the sleeping quarters for crew of the ships.
Like crew quarter. Oh. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Give me my life back. Thank you. It's only giving me a comfort level of 1. Very cool.
Yeah. I don't know why that is. I think it's just something with the game.
Hey, Elon.
This next building is what you refer to as a brothel. I call it the bordello.
Oh, right on.
All the bedrooms are upstairs.
Very well done. Yeah, I'm going to have to nip some of this. Yeah, I gotta see. I'm thinking to future. I need to go backwards in my build thought, you know? Like square, simple, easy. Don't get overly freaking thoughtful, you know, just rooms, and you gotta get out of the No Man's Sky mindset. Very cool. Be cool if you could put out a bowl of oranges and you had to use orange, you know, or bananas rather, and then somebody could walk up to it, or you could walk up to it and then eat a banana. You know, and it would go towards your health.
This is the spot where I got all the merchants. So that's all the merchants there, and next to it is a warehouse. The warehouseman's house is through the door on the back wall.
Yeah, but hold on, there's an upstairs now.
Yeah, upstairs is just more storage.
Yeah, well. Oh, you have it blocked off. Alright. Alright on.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, this is where
Well,
I need time. I need some time. I don't have enough time these days. Very cool.
Right. That in front of us is the metalsmith's workshop. Then you've got the alchemist next door. And round here is the shipwright's workshop with his house above it.
Yeah, see, you have it the right idea. Everything was small and, you know, it was grand. It was,
Then we go across the bridge.
bridge.
This way, yeah.
Titan did
Yeah.
nice
Up
beam
above
work.
us is the Barbican where all the defense cannons are. That there is the militia headquarters with stairways up to the Barbican.
Very cool. How long did this take you to build?
About 150 hours,
Yeah.
not including getting all the materials.
Yeah. Do you know of the material server?
I know of it now. I didn't know of it when I was building this.
Yeah, always, you
So
know.
I had to use a cheat and unlock everything.
So you know how to get there and everything. Yeah. MHG. Oh, I lost him.
I can still hear you.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
What was the question I just asked? So you know how to get to that server now, yes?
Yeah, I know how to get to it now.
Yeah, Hellboy hooked me up with that.
Yeah.
That's why I want to start. Like, where I am now, that's my first base, you know, that I've ever built in a game. So, my little practice pad, like in No Man's Sky.
Well,
you
believe it
know.
or not, this is my first proper base.
Are you kidding me? Jesus.
No,
I wish I had the time to
just
sit and do it.
it just started with one building and just carried on going.
Yeah, I don't like where I am. It's all just kind of flat and boring. This has like rocks and yeah. I'm gonna. All right, I think I need to start prepping the area of where I want to build for my pirate cove. And I'll be honest, this will give me some good ideas. I'll be taking a couple of them with me. It's just weird going from science fiction building to this era building, you know what I mean? Anybody understand that? It's just weird going from science fiction building to this era building, you know what I mean?
This in front of us is an upmarket bar restaurant. You want to get into the behind the bar area, you have to go through this gap in the wall here.
Where you do what I just did. And jump the bar.
Yeah, well, behind it is the barman's house.
Yeah, you know. Farm to table. I hate being who I am sometimes, I swear. Like, I gotta figure it out first, and then I can start. How about just building some shit and forgetting about what it looks like? Just enjoy it for what it is. Yeah, I was hanging out with Hellboy, and I was on an island. He just started shooting. I had to take a break, and all he did was kept blasting the cannons. Yeah, it's really well done, MSG. Very cool.
Where are you? I can't see you.
Oh, I don't know. I'm in some wealthier digs. I'm in a library.
Yeah, I see you now. Yeah, that's the, well, that's the guy that's in charge's house, basically. Next to it is the pirate captain's houses. And this is the pool that I did. And next to this is the jewelers and then the tailors.
Ooh, I still got crocs I gotta kill so I can get the statues. Maybe I'll make that a mission today. See what kind of time I have.
And this here's the tailors.
You did the same thing I did with the table.
Yeah. And that's basically the full base.
Very cool. Well done. Dig this little water bit in here. Oh, there goes my controller again. Or that might have been the game, actually. I got caught in a spot. Very, very well done. I dig it. Got a lot of detail and depth. Hey, one bad meat. What's going on? Managed to get your ship next to the dock. I don't know how the hell you did. Did you drive that in?
Yeah, basically it just drove all the ships in. They keep on moving every time I reload.
I hate that. Yeah, the ship to dock thing, they need to figure that out a little better. Like, it should be on the, neck right up, like smack dab, or at least right where you are right here. I should be able to get my cursor to it and climb. Or I should be able to build a ramp up to it.
You might recognize the names of the ships.
Haha, got the Enterprise. Nice. I can't read that one.
Yeah, it's the Rocinante, Enterprise, and Discovery.
Ah, nice. Very, very well done. I tip my cap to you, sir.
Rocinante is from the Expanse series.
Yeah, my best friend is a huge Expanse fan. I have a feeling the two of you would probably get along wonderfully. He has like movie props made. Like he's had jackets from, movies made. He had a cane from movies. Yeah, I currently have a jacket from, I want to say not the Mandalorian, but I don't know, one of them. Yeah, very cool. Really, really well done. All right, I think we're going to have to go on a croc hunting spree, because I am, what's the one that, Rogue One? Is that, no, not Rogue One. That's a movie. The series. What's the series? That's actually really good, but more story-driven.
I'm just glad you like it.
Yeah, no, really well done. Yeah, but see, that wasn't stick drift, bro. Like, normally it's fine. This game and controller does have an issue, especially because I'm using a scuff, and that might have something to do with it, even though it kind of reads like an Xbox controller. But what I mean by is, like, I've had moments where this game, like, and I've played other games and no, not the same issues at all, where, not the Mandalorian, the other one. You might want to turn me down in the background, MS. Not the Mandalorian, the other one. I actually saw the Mandalorian. The other one my buddy was telling me. Maybe it is Rogue One. All right, now I got to get to killing crocs and back to building myself, because now I have a little inspiration. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is it Rogue One? Is that the name of the series? No. It's the name of a movie, I thought. There's so many Star Wars things, I can't keep them straight anymore.
And that was the whole idea, give you some inspiration.
Is there reverb going on? What happened there? Did I do something? Oh, me talking back in MSG's, yeah. Well, very cool, very well done. I can't wait to see where this game goes. I definitely hope that there's some more deco. Could use some more things, but what they've put in is more than enough to kind of give you that sense of, detail and whatnot. Right on. I think we need a drawbridge.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably build, an open drawbridge, because obviously if we're going to get through it, we're going to need it. But I think in the game it'd be cool.
The bridge I built, you can get the sailboat underneath it, but that's all.
Yeah. But at least you can do that, which is cool. Oh, excuse me. So you had to park on the other side of the island or something, and take the, the little skip out and come around. All right. That was freaking awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with everybody. And me as well. I'm going to get back to my area and noodle about. And actually, I'm going to go on a croc hunting spree. I want to get those statues. Let's see how many crocs I gotta. How many pairs of boots I need to make. Oh, there we are. We're back. Trying to think of the name of that freaking show on Disney. Star Wars. It's got the kid Andor. There we go. Just took me a few minutes. He's having a jacket from that series made, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Like sought out this cat, like in another country. This tailor. Yeah. Can't wait to see it done. All right. We need to go on a croc hunting spree. We also need to flatten out a bunch of terrain. And that's not, well, fun at all, is it? No. Oh, yeah. No, thank you for the invite. My pleasure. See, now I want to go lower. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, you know what? Enough screwing around in this joint. Let's go take a look at our island. Well, the island that Titan actually showed me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. I'm just not a fast builder, you know. I have a tendency to kind of take my time and try different things, and you know, especially when it comes to this style of building, I am not used to. Yeah, there's a spot over here I cannot flatten out for some reason, and it's not the well, maybe it is the proximity of the. I'll try here. Hold on. Collision on these parts gets a little bit large. Yeah, look large, man, don't you? Yeah, no, I just can't. I cannot, for some reason, this lump right here, I cannot flatten. Jimmer. She's lump. She's lump. I remember that. They might be giants. But I like having a practice area, you know. I like to be able to noodle without care. And unfortunately, with my my hours of my job, which are sporadic. You know, some days I'm out early, other days I'm not, out late. It's not easy. So yeah, I'm thinking about it again. My problem with my PC starting up after sleep. So I'm having some audio routing issues, the past couple days, and I got this new toy, which I love. And it's actually become more than just, a cool looking gadget on my desk. It is, proved to be useful, and I didn't even realize how much I really wanted another screen. Without having to, to take up the real estate of another monitor. And I'm promoting the crap out of this thing. I should get some sort of sponsorship. I like Corsair's stuff for the most part. Every company makes good and bad products. Let's just face it. It is human nature. Not everything is perfect, right? Just the way it goes. Yeah, see this? I know I keep starting to say what I fixed. And I learned through trying to route my audio yesterday. I'll just cut to the chase. Fast startup. Turn it off. I turned it off, and it's amazing what a difference. And even faster, my PC starts up now out of sleep, which is sort of funny. That fast startup is actually much slower, and it turned out to be, at least in my current testing, seemed to be what was causing my problems with my Lee & Lee LCD fans starting up from sleep and from a restart, and being, proper. Can I flatten them? So now, the question is, excuse me, charming. Can I get? Can I get the platform around that without? Yeah, fast start it, man. I turned it off and everything seemed to be working much better right now. I am going to do something with this water under there. I'm not going to let it go to waste. But I also needed to lay down, kind of my build parameters here. I have run out of resources. Where's the fire these days? Moving this darn thing around like crazy. Probably not going to get a whole lot of building done today, I would imagine. All right, gator hunt. Got food. We got to clear our inventory first. Because we go out like this. After going through MSG's place, I'm walking around here like, this place is crap. I think we got a couple decent ideas brewing in here. Alright, so for those of you who have already gone through the game, and if you don't know about this place, I'm going to show you. I'm going to pick up some gunpowder. I'm not going to show you the address or anything because I don't want to do that without permission. But the least I could do is show you what it is about. Alright, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 or 4 or 5 more buildings to make, but I don't think I'm going to waste more time here. I think this is a good place to practice some stuff, but I need to get to the actual building something somewhere. Yeah, so I guess I dug it out and then was able to flatten that area, so that works. Actually, I'm wondering if I want to do that angle or not. You know what? Yeah, why not? What the heck, Ola? Alright, we empty, we got that, we got that, we got our sword, we got some food, we got some bandages. Now, gunpowder and bullets. That way I don't gotta waste a bunch of my materials making that. So gunpowder, normally you'd come over to this bit here, and you'd make your gunpowder. And your cornmeal. And your ash, and the same thing. But we're not going to do that. And I am running low on those supplies. Well, just get that sulfur running. Start getting your sulfur. So, and I got a bunch of copper, which I don't like. Don't want to. I collect, you collect these out in the world, and I never use them. Because they're not as powerful as the iron, and I haven't tried these in my... Actually, you know what? Let's take a run of these, too. I want to see what happens with those. But we're running low on our supply of gunpowder. Now, we can make some, and we probably will, but we can also go and I got to figure out how to thank whoever does this, or how this was put together. Because it's a great thing, when you've already beaten the game and then you want to build stuff, but there's no creative mode. And then you don't want to waste so much time collecting resources. Because after you finish the story, you're basically, you can upgrade stuff, collect stuff, and build stuff. Alright, so Ugly Mug. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Wrong button. And I'm gonna quit out of my game. Exit to the main menu. And we're going to hit play. We're going to connect to a server. We're going to go to that one there where there's a couple people there. It is dimmer. Yeah, how does that work? How does that work? Like, how come there's always resources there? Is that something the devs put in? Yeah, excuse me. Like, it's just chock full of brim with, like, whatever you need, pretty much. Somebody had dropped, and I got to do some fishing, too, because I still haven't gotten the basher. Or smasher. So here you come in. You need some wood. Grab some wood. You want a box of wood? Grab a couple boxes. Need some bark. Hardwood. Do some tar. I usually get like a row of each item. I need some clay. No. Am I robbing someone's face? You know me better than that. I would never do that. This is actually, you know what? No. And we're about to be in the swamp anyway. We do need some peanuts, though. But, I mean, you come through and, you know, anything you really need. And I want to go through and I'm always like trying to organize. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. But now I'm full, so I'm going to call in my ship. Yeah, so I didn't know if I was, you know, I didn't want to just like live stream this and not, you know, and show some respect, you know. So I got the rest of that on my ship, so now I need some gunpowder. There we go. At least I can do when I leave is neaten up the pile. Yeah, it's got clothing, armor, jewelry. Yeah, it's quite remarkable. Like, what a great thing to have, you know, for people. And then if you need your, you know, all your ingots and stuff, it's pretty friggin' kick-ass. My pleasure there, Dimmer. I just shot a link up there for you. Then we just quit out of here. Yeah, there should be a WindRose chat area that you can. I don't know if that's where you put it or not, Titan. Yeah, Jimmer. And anyone, you know, if you're on Discord or on my Discord, if you see me in like the music chat or general chat, feel free to join. I'm just chilling, chatting, talking about stupid stuff, listening to tunes sometimes. And now you got to go through and dump all your inventory. So, but we need to go on a. We're going on a gator hunt. We want to try to get those. Like I need another freaking thing of storage. I swear. All right, here we go. Random storage area. Copper. Sorry, I had both music going. My apologies. I'm going to make some AI music so we have some new stuff to listen to. May not be the best stuff out there, but at least it's, you know, I love this Blade Runner vibe all day long. I can listen to it, but, you know, it's nice to have a change of pace too. Yeah, they didn't have any bottles and stuff this time. I didn't see them anyway. So, unfortunately, now I've kind of, I don't know if they're going to work this time or not, but I sort of have it so I can get the ship relatively close to the dock. Well, watch it not work now. Yeah, it's relatively close. Like if you're 2 dock wide, you can kind of stand at the edge of the, furthest point, and it seems to work. Not enough resources. That's funny. Because we know we just, Hey, look, there's some right there. And you've seen my tower MSG. I'm not real happy with it either. It's not bad. It's got some cool elements to it, I suppose, but it's not necessarily what I was shooting for. Oh, really? Okay, thank you, MSG. Right on. Oh, yeah, okay. Again, this is proven to be worth. I'm glad it doesn't feel like a completely wasted birthday gift to myself. I mean, and I joke, if nothing else, at least it looks cool, and I can have some, your environment kind of gets you, you feel a certain way in your environment. I have ideas, but money. That always seems to be the mitigating factor, if you will. All right, let's go hunt down some crocodile. Crocodilian. Yeah, we got enough time to do that. This will be my boring little practice town. The seaside town. I don't need to get my ship right now, do I? Well, I do if I want to. Did I drop all my resources? I did. Shit. I need a couple of things. No, I don't. Let's just go. Let's go. Quit fussing around. Bloobin' and doobin'. We do need to eat, though, because otherwise we'll get taken out by the first thing that decides to attack us. And we're pirating. So let's get
Helm's yours, Cotton.
the pirate music going. Where do we need to go? We need to still clear out some of the map. Let's do that. Let's start right here. And then we'll sail down. Bing.
Your face looks familiar.
Yeah, well. You might have seen me leaving. That's too easy.
Helm's yours, Cotton.
Alright, so we want to head west, but then we want to go south. Alright. This wouldn't be a bad place to build around, too. We'd have those extra NPCs. So now the next thing... No, I want to head east, rather. Damn it. Well, no, that's not true. I did need to clear that little bit of... We got to turn around. That's right. That's what I was thinking in my head, but I did not speak it out loud. I'm like, I got that little patch right there I got to get rid of.
More sail, more speed.
But yeah, Corsair needs to work on their IQ software, and especially for this Xenian Edge. There are a couple little things that really need to be addressed. And it would be actually a really wonderful, great addition to anyone's setup, be it a streamer or a non-streamer. Catch me if you can, boat. Oh, I guess you are. Alright. Good night, Irene. You're done. You're done. Done, I tell you. And you... We're gonna knock hello. Alrighty, men. Board! Yarr! Adios, pantalones!
Captain at the helm.
Alright, we gotta go head south now,
Catch the wind.
I think. No, we gotta head east and then south. Alright. I'm curious about the Black Flag game, you know, when that comes out. Probably won't be able to get it then, but... And we're still waiting on frickin' any word or anything on Light No Fire. Yeah, see, this would be a good island to build up. I should think about this one. Another bit of prey ahead.
Wake the guns!
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Like you just maneuvered your ship like that. I don't think so. How dare ye?
Got the wind!
Somebody broke wind. Yeah, no, there's no base build, but the ship fighting looks great. And they have sharks. we heading towards the swamp? Oh, speaking of that, how many gators do I actually need? That's a good question. A lot. We're not getting it today. Need 111? All right, I'm facing my trigger. My sights are forward. Why are you going? Yeah, you're moving a little fast there, in my opinion. Granted, I am driving a bus.
Enemy's lost the ship! Stop that thing!
All right, where was I going? Oh, we gotta go south. Hard turn. Starboard. Hard to starboard. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah. I highly recommend this game at this point. It's fun, you know. You can basically, like, you know, No Man's Sky, just a different, you know, era. You can go out, you can explore, you can collect, you can, you know, do certain things. I mean, that's a survival game, you know, that's what these are. And this, you know, very similar in a few games. They're very different from those games as well. It's fun. It's oddly fun. I'm really surprised at how much fun it is. I know I've said it, and I'll say it again. Got, you know, the right combination of what it takes to draw you in. Now, see where it goes, and if it just ends up getting repetitive, like most games, it's hard not to. You know, there's only so much you can do. All right. You asked for it. If my front gun would actually train on the front when I'm calling for it. Fire warning shot across the bow. Slow the speed. Get ready. Yeah, now it's like, okay, now I'll go to the front. Well, yeah, it's too freaking late right now. Exactly what I was hoping for. And then I'm going to put you on my port side. Your cannons are nothing. Nothing. Say hello to my ironclad friend. And because I don't feel like dealing with you, we're just going to do that. All right, let's follow the pretty lights.
More sail, more speed.
We're heading to the swamps anyway, so it's perfect. And then I can mow that lawn later. Ooh, some level 10s. We might actually have some competition here. Or not.
Enemy ship's gone, Captain.
We didn't get much accomplished today. I'm kind of bummed out. Just looking over at the time, I'm like, I gotta get stuff done today or I'm gonna be in trouble. Right, you know what? We're gonna get a couple gators, then I gotta get rolling. I got some errands I gotta finish today. Okay, you're being weird now. Oh, you went to, I know you did. You went to screensaver. Uh-huh. All right, gators. Coming for you. And anything else for that matter. And actually, you know what we should do? We should go take a look at our island. Start getting some thought process. Is this where Hellboy shot all the trees? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, Gator. Get over here, boy. Gator, 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 gator. Or is it a crocodile? No, it's a gator. Is it? No, it is a crocodile. They're crocodilia, right? Crocodile. They're crocodiles. Chocodiles. Yeah, we'll find out when one comes from trying to attack us. Yeah. Crocodile, where are you? There you are. Ah! Yeah, it's like any other game. Whenever you're looking for them, they're nowhere to be found. But whenever you don't need them, they're everywhere. Oh, crocodile. Where are you, crocodile? There you go. If we can at least get it to 100, I'll be happy. And then we just got 100 more to go. And we can get those trophies. Actually, you know where there's a lot of them? In that first swamp area. And these don't count, right? The plague crocs don't count. Oh, they do? Okay. $92. 8 more to go. Come on, crocodile. Did you hear your dinner stomping around your swamp? Seriously, half the time you're... I mean, I bet you if my health were low, all of a sudden there'd be a lot of crocodile around. Yeah, the game's like, oh, is that one of the last things you need to do? Hold on. And look, right when my health was getting low, we needed to eat, what happened? Boom. Crocodile. Alright. I unfortunately need to get rolling. I have, I've got, you know, lifey things I gotta do in a little while. What is it? IRL in real life? Which is true. Not a lot, but a couple things. I need to get it done. I have a feeling tomorrow when I get home from work that hour, if I'm lucky, of game time, unless I get out early. I haven't actually looked at my schedule for tomorrow yet. I kind of don't want to. I'm still technically on vacation. You know, whether or not I get to play for a bit of time or no time, or even get to stream.
Ship's under your hand, Captain. More sail.
I missed you. Yeah, this ship is pretty much badass at this point. I should probably turn the difficulty up a little bit too. That would make it a little more challenging. Alright, let's head back home. And we will call it a day. Because I am, one, starving. And two, I gotta put my laundry away. Because I was too lazy when I got back. I'm like, I just want to see if my computer turns on. And yeah, you know, again, so far at least, we'll see, you know, we've got a couple of more days to try to figure it out. But so far since yesterday, it has been working more appropriately. So I've been pretty happy about that. No. You know, it's always good when you can learn something, and I definitely learned quite a bit over the past couple of days in dealing with my, and I fixed a problem that has been plaguing me for almost since I built the computer, pretty much. And I'm wondering if just doing that one simple change in the, from fast startup to, disabling fast startup, if that actually has solved my problem. which I didn't even know there was a fast startup, option. I don't know why I just did that. I need to empty out all my resources anyway, but I figured while I was here, actually I don't even need to do that, do I now? Well, this I do want to do. Because when you're coming in, you gotta talk to me first, huh? You better give me some of them shackles, shillings, doubloonies, pasties. All right, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We will be back again Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're back to work, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday will be the days I will be returning for stream. It was great to be able to stream all week. I did enjoy that, and nice to hang out with people. I will be on Discord probably later today, just chilling, playing something. So if you see the little speaker or screen share in the general or music chat, you're always welcome to join. But if I do get out of work early, you know how it goes. I try to squeeze in a stream whenever possible. So, all right, y'all. Thanks again for being here. You are awesome. Until next time, this has been me, the pirate Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming, or Action Pirate Gaming. Wishing all you pirateers and your buccaneers out there a little bit of love, peace, and pirate ship grease. Get your action pantalones on, get out there and start building some wild and crazy pirate-themed stuff, and just build some wild and crazy stuff no matter what game you happen to be building in. And hopefully we'll get back to building in No Man's Sky someday. We'll see what happens with that build mechanic. Or we'll be in Light No Fire. So we'll see what happens. All right, until next time, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Action Pants Gaming.
Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing pots together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right.